A friend told me, your body is the only home that will follow you. She looked into my eyes and told me that I needed to cherish it, and that your body, your cascading ribs which cave around your beautiful heart, your one crooked tooth, that perfect curl at the crook of your neck, your body was the only thing you had the right to. It's the only place to be, so make it yours. But friend, I am allergic to my skin. There are times I wish that I was a costume, that my freckles were just constellations broadcasted by a hallucination, a bad dream, and that soon I was to walk out of my skin or wake up from the nightmare. Friend, no drug is as self-fulfilling or as hard to part with than self-hate. Skipping meals, makeup, and closing your eyes as you undress disguises itself as progress. As withdrawal, you can fool yourself that you're getting better as you see the scale reveal a lower number each week, but your goal is a 0. Your goal is to become so thin and pale and smooth that you won't even exist at all. And I know the crooks and slopes and mountains that are your body are so overwhelmingly beautiful. I can't imagine you feel the same way I do. But your eyes are so much brighter than you feel they shine, and your face is so much more than your spots and unplucked eyebrows. I don't see your chapped lips, I see your smile. Friend, I am trying. I lie in bed. I let the stillness take over. My anxieties keep me grounded in a crucifixion of sorts. How I wish I would bleed out and float up into the clustered beauty far above in a world, galaxies, light years, thousands and thousands of miles away. But instead I lie here in a place where the darkness is so infinite it feels limited. In a place without mirrors or cell phones or computer screens. It's easier to be surrounded by nothing than to see what you don't have. It's easier to suffocate alone than in a world full of people breathing. Friend, when I told you that my world is getting too big for me to handle, you told me, imagine yourself under the stars. Think of how small you are under them. Friend, I am trying. I lie in bed, and I add stars to the darkness each day. I breathe in the cool air, and it traces the contours of my lips, my tongue, my throat. Finally, after spilling into my lungs, a predisposed breath sits still for a moment. As I hold onto this piece of the world inside of me, I think of how small I really am. You tell me you are a person within a district, within a city, within a country, within a continent, within a world, within a vast, vast universe filled with only a small fraction of things you know to be true and much, much more of what you will never know. Your world is just a star helping to make a constellation of an incomprehensible mass of was, will be, could be. Your world is just a star. When I was born, death exuded out of my stomach. Its hands are on my neck and ankle. After 4 hours of labor, I was born ready to die with the umbilical cord stretched across my neck and ankle, one kidney sick and quiet. I was born with wide space shuttle eyes looking into those around me with a calm wonder. When I was born an anomaly, one contradiction out of thousands of reasons I shouldn't exist. And at the same time, when I was born, the world didn't even flinch. Our importance is dependent on ourselves and those who we love and care for, but at the same time, ourselves and those who we love and care for just don't matter. Everything I've experienced burns my skin with such urgency and importance, but at the end of the day, thousands of years later, after the flowers have grown through my rib cage, there is just a flower bed. No one will remember what dead thing lay underneath those flowers, except for the man who planted them. The petals will fall when the flowers have died, and their seeds are carried in the wind and are planted someplace else. And the world moves on. When my world gets too big, I realize that I am a person under the stars. And when my world gets too small, I realize that my body will lie under flower beds.